Visit www.
To go on dialysis, and what does it really mean? Is it even painful at all? What is the science really behind it? And this morning, we've got Christiana Affo, Secretary, Fellows with Renal Condition. Now, Christiana is also living with the condition, and she is on dialysis. She'll tell us her story. I'm also going to be speaking to Stella Owusu Akosua. She is a caregiver, and she takes care of her mother, who is also on dialysis. And at some point, would have Thomas Khan, who's been on dialysis for 10 years and surviving it. He'll join us on Zoom. Good morning, ladies, and good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
Doc, I'll come to you, ladies. I want to understand why you're tearing up, and it's the doctor that can only help me understand. What really is a renal condition, or what really is dialysis?
All right, thank you, and good morning to all our cherished listeners. So I think that we all, by now I'm sure we know what the kidneys are like. We said they are bean-shaped organs, mostly at the flanks here. Yeah, almost everybody has two. Only a few people are born with one. And the good thing is that everybody can survive on one. So that is why we can do kidney transplant. You can donate one to someone. And the kidneys perform very important roles in the body. One of them is that it regulates your fluid. When you say fluid, maybe liquid, balance in your body. So you realize that when you drink a lot of water, you tend to pee a lot. If you don't drink a lot of water, you don't pee a lot. Why? Because the kidneys will always filter and absorb, take what the body needs, and then the excess comes out in the urine. In the same way, it also controls and then eliminates waste products from the body. So when you eat, the body will digest it. It will take the one that the body needs to function, and the waste also comes out. Some of them come out through the urine.
Okay.
So if your kidney is not functioning, then it means that those wastes will be in the body, and those are the things that gets you sick, like vomiting, feeling unwell, and all of that. In the same way with the fluid I talked about, once your kidneys are functioning well, you can drink any amount of water. Once you drink, the more you drink, it will be filtering it out. And when the kidneys are not functioning well, if you drink, maybe you drink 2 of these bottles, you are fine, but they drink that, and the kidney is not able to get it out. So it finds itself in the body. Now, we were told that water will definitely find its course. If you pour water here, it will find a way to go to. So what does it do? Once it can't come out, it has to find other parts of the body to get into. So it can get under the skin. So if it's in the legs, you see that the legs get swollen. If it's on your hands, on your tummy, you see that it gets swollen. And when it gets into the lungs, then you can't breathe very well. You need to do dialysis. So water will always find a way. So they'll tell you that we tell them not to drink above a certain amount.
Interesting.
Yes. So most of the time they don't go above 1 liter or 750 mils. That's what you mean. 500. She's even doing, so the whole day she drinks only one of these. Because if she does 2, her lungs will be flooded. Yeah, so that's how powerful the kidneys, that's how important they are.
Kidneys.
The kidneys. Also, they also control or regulate our blood pressures. They produce certain hormones that regulates our blood pressure. And so if your kidney is not functioning well, your blood pressure could go high. In fact, for young people whose blood pressures are very high, we want to make sure, you need to make sure they don't have kidney disease.
Okay.
It also produces a hormone called erythropoietin. That hormone is the, the bone marrow. When you are chewing chicken, the bone inside there, you see the brown thing there. That's the bone marrow. That is where the red blood cells are produced, the ones that form your blood. The hormone that stimulates the bone marrow to produce the red blood cells is produced by the kidney.
Okay.
Which means that if your kidneys are not functioning well, that hormone called erythropoietin will not be produced enough. So your blood level will always be low. Which means that they will have to be giving you blood, but that's the stopgap measure. The main thing to do is to inject that hormone, which is called erythropoietin. In short, they call it EPO. and I'm sure they've all been injecting it.
Okay, where do you get this hormone from?
No, so it comes as an injection, a syringe that we sell. They sell.
Okay.
And even that, I think we'll be talking about costs later.
Yes,
so I will tell you about the cost of that one.
Okay. So if I come to you and you're telling me that I need to go on dialysis, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Okay. So the dialysis machine is an artificial kidney machine.
Okay.
Like I said, the kidney is like a filter. It's a very complex filter. And so the dialysis machine, science attempts to get somewhere close to it, but we are nowhere close. Because you see, your kidney functions 24 hours non-stop. So every minute is filtering your blood. The dialysis, when you come, you are on it for 4 hours. So it's doing just 4 hours, maybe 2 times or 3 times a week. What the kidney does every minute.
Okay.
So they are like, I don't know if we can get the picture.
Chichi, I'm gonna need, please find me a picture of a dialysis.
So you see, the big machine is there. Yeah, it's a complex.
Okay.
It's physics. It's science.
It's
yes.
on your screen. This is how it
so
looks?
you can see it on your screen.
Okay.
So you can see the machine. You can see there is something going round. Yes. So you see the person lying there. There's a plaster on the left arm.
Yes.
And you see a cannula. So you see tubes going into the machine. That machine you can see some tube on its left. It's a filter. Those are the filters.
Okay.
Just try to mimic what happens in the kidney.
Okay.
So the blood, there are 2 tubes. One of them is taking the blood from the patient. This blood is what contains all the impurities, all the waste products, all the excess water, the electrolytes, and all of that.
Okay.
So it goes into the machine. The machine uses mechanism called osmosis. So I won't go into those things.
Okay.
But basically, there's another fluid on the other side that has more potassium. So if your potassium is less, it replaces it.
Okay.
If your calcium is less, it replaces it.
Okay.
It takes, we tell the machine how much excess fluid to take out.
It should take out.
But by the time you come, your body is built up with excess fluid. So we tell the machine, take 2 liters of fluid from the body. And then it takes that. So it goes there. So it's like you are washing the blood.
Right.
It goes into the machine. The machine takes out all the impurities, excess fluid, puts in all the things it needs to put in. Then the clean blood will move through the second tube.
Okay.
If we can stop it now, it will move through the second tube and then come back into your body. And this thing goes just like what the kidney does every minute, is doing that for 4 hours. So by 4 hours, we expect that a lot of the impurities and excess fluid gets out of the body. And then you come back in 2 or 3 days' time for another one. So you do it ideal is 3 times a week. But those who don't have money, some of them do it 2 times a week.
Doc, is this a lifetime thing?
Yes, so you do this for life or until you get a kidney transplant. The cure for kidney disease is kidney transplant. When you get somebody to donate a kidney for you. Once you do that, then we said that you are cured.
Taking a minute. Let me go to Christiana. Christiana, so you are, tell me, are you on dialysis?
Yes, I'm on dialysis.
How long have you been on dialysis?
6 years.
6 years. Okay. Tell me, how has it been so far?
So far, so good. It's not been easy with the dialysis. Financially, emotionally, everything. It's not easy.
Okay. At what point did you have to be referred to go on dialysis? Is it that it started as acute or then it got chronic, or by the time you got to the hospital? How did it start for you?
The thing is, almost every day, somewhere around 2017, I feel headache, severe ones. So when I visited the clinic and they were like, my BPs are very high, extremely high, in fact, sometimes 180 over, let me say 120, sometimes 190. So the doctor was like, he doesn't understand why, as young as I am, I have such BPs. So wrote the labs for me, some labs for me to go and then do it. So after bringing the lab results, he said no, he doesn't believe it, so I should go to Lancet. In fact, the one that did it was an internal laboratory technician. So I did it at Lancet, and he was reading almost the same thing. But he didn't tell me point blank that it's a kidney failure. He said renal dysfunction. Me too, I didn't understand it that's at that time. And I was having this blur vision, so I couldn't read. Even my phone, I couldn't use it anymore. So I couldn't go to the internet to search what exactly renal dysfunction was. So we were in. So I went to Kolebu. When I went there, they told me that looking at my lab results, I need to start dialysis. I was like, what is dialysis? And he said, the nurse told me that, oh, you'll be on a machine. She even told me, yeah, do better machine move. So yeah, do better machine move. Me, I didn't like. In fact, I got panic. I left there. So when I got home, I told my mom, sir, this is the situation at hand. Almost your mother better machine move. Hey, what is your do better machine move? So I thought like my whole body would just enter into the machine and then come out. So in fact, I didn't go to Kolebu again because I was so scared.
Okay.
So I was just home. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't see well. So anytime I wake up in the morning, I just sit down. Like after doing everything, I'll be sitting down from morning to evening.
Practically, your health did not allow you to go to work again.
Yes.
Do the things that you had to do.
Yeah.
At what point in your life did you know that this time I really have to go for whatever it is that the doctor is asking me to go for?
It was one fine evening. I was there, and in fact, I couldn't see. I was like, Mom, I'm going blind though. And that was all. Me was General Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, so it means I went off due to the extremely high.
As doctor
BP.
has been teaching us.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been on dialysis for 6 years. How are you funding it? How is the process like? Is it painful?
The process is very painful. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and then your whole body will be paining you, your bone, you can't see. In fact, it's a whole lot. It's very painful, especially when you go to the dialysis unit and they had to cannulate you, the needle alone. When I get there and then I see the needle, I just look at the needle, look at the nurse's face, look at the needle, then I close my eyes.
Okay.
So that they will cannulate me and then.
So when you say cannulate, Doc, when she says cannulate, what does that mean?
All right. So I think the video we saw there was something on the arm. Okay. You know, when you go to hospital, they want to give you a drip.
Yes.
They put in a tube there.
They say they are finding your line.
Your vein.
Ah.
So, you know, but our veins, they are for the dialysis, because of the volumes, we need bigger veins.
Okay.
So there are some here, but they are not even as big as we want. So what we do is that we create what we call a fistula. So the vein is what you see on your hands. The vein, and then there's an artery. Okay? So we connect the artery to the vein. What happens is that there's high pressures in the arteries.
Okay.
So that pressure gets into the vein and opens it, and then it becomes bigger. So that is what we put the needle in. So when she said cannulate, it means that when you go, just like the way you put in a drip line, we put that needle in every time they go, so that you can draw blood.
Vishen, which one of your arms do you take your dialysis on?
The left one.
This one. And so would I see that you're on dialysis?
Yes.
I can see.
Yes.
Can I see?
So those are the bigger veins. That's what we're talking about. So these ones, we are able to get a lot of blood from them.
Okay. So, Doc, is something inside, or that is her skin that is reacting?
So it's just the veins that had opened up. Okay. So when she started, it wasn't like this.
Okay.
But sometimes as you go on, the pressures become too high and then open. Otherwise, it would just have been there. You may not have seen it. You won't see it like this.
So because it's been for years, 6 years. So what Christiana is doing now is surviving on the machines and hoping to get a transplant.
Sure.
If she never gets a transplant, she's going to survive on the dialysis every day.
Yes.
I'll come to you to tell me how you've been funding it. And which means that when she goes there, it's another week. Have you gone for your dialysis for this week already?
No, I haven't.
No. We'll come to you. Okay, tell me, you are taking care of your mother. How long has your mother been on dialysis?
6 years too.
She's been on dialysis for 6 years.
Yeah.
And for her too, how did it start for her?
So she started with having a fibroid surgery at Bator, and then so my mother had high blood pressure very early. That is, I think, in her late 30s.
Okay.
So, and then as a herbal woman who used to go, I remember vividly she always having painkillers to take because she comes back home extremely tired, and then she wants to take a painkiller so she can sleep. And then, so she had high blood pressure. She used to go for checkup all the time at Bator. She had the surgery, but she kept on losing weight. And then her appetite also changed. She used to vomit a lot. When she takes in water, she vomits it out. Everything she takes in, she vomits it out. She sometimes cries to me, I feel very hungry, but if you give me the food, I would vomit it out. So at that point, I had to go to school. I got admission to the University of Ghana. So I left for school, but I stayed in communication. So I was in school one time, and I got a phone call from my mom, but she wasn't the one talking on the phone. So it was an aunt that, not a close relative aunt. Where's my mom? So they'll come to 37. Frankly speaking, I've been in Tema my whole life, so I'm sure I passed by 37, but I didn't even know that this is the hospital. So I asked on campus, where is 37? Like, oh, pick a car. I got to 37. I met my mother on a wheelchair, being wheeled to the dialysis room at Kolebu. So I asked what's happening. He said, oh, the doctor said she needs some treatment. So I thought it's just a maybe one-time treatment and then all of that. So later I approached the doctor and I asked, what is it? And he said, oh, your mom will be on dialysis for some time. I was like, okay. I got back home and then I went online to check what exactly is dialysis. And then I got to get introduced into this whole new world of kidney failure, and I later saw my mother's diagnosis form, and it was end stage. And I think that meant that it's both kidneys. One is extremely affected and the other is also almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on Zoom. I'll go talk to Thomas. When I come back, explain what end stage means. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Emma. Good morning.
Good morning, Thomas. How are you doing?
Managing by grace.
Great.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. It's another week. Have you gone for a dialysis already?
Well, I was even thinking you were going to come to me just before I finished my session. I just finished my session just like some 2 minutes ago.
Okay. Okay. And where are you?
So
Where are you?
that's how come you can see.
Okay. So those are your.
That's how come you can see the flasher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I have my face to laugh. Yeah.
Okay. Which hospital are you in?
Just but the Cape Hospital Hospital. That's where I do mine.
Okay. So you have been on dialysis for how many years?
I've been on dialysis for 10 years.
10 years.
Yes, that's my father.
And how many times you go in a week?
I do twice a week.
And if you don't go
And,
twice a week, what happens to you?
Of course, like the doctor did explain, if I don't do that, I will just feel that kind of discomfort in my body. And, you know, because the toxins cannot come out, you know, it gets into the lungs and you can't breathe well. And like the lady said, anything you eat, you feel like throwing it up. You know, when you take water, you throw up, like all sort of discomfort. So it's not that easy if you don't go for dialysis.
How much do you pay per session?
Here at the Cape Hospital Hospital, it is 350 for this per session.
Okay. And you do twice a week. That's 700 Ghana cedis.
Yes, and MFI, it looks like we've just centered the discussion on just the dialysis. Like the doctor did explain, we have other medications that accompany the dialysis process.
Okay.
And yes, and all these medications are not covered by the health insurance. So your 700 cedis, it's just maybe on the lower side. If we have to add the erythropoietin, the calcium bicarbonate, the sodium bicarbonate, all those medications, you are going beyond 1,000 cedis
Okay.
per week.
Per week. Now, what do you do for a living?
No joke. Yes.
How much? What do you do for a living?
I'm a media practitioner.
And surely I'm one, and I doubt I can afford 1,000 Ghana cedis every week for dialysis. How have you been funding it?
Yeah, it's never. Well, just through the benevolence of friends and family. And I must say, anytime I'm asked this, I want to show appreciation to each and everyone who has supported me throughout this whole journey, especially my mate, very supportive. For them, I don't know how this would have been. In fact, it has never been a joke. Because if I come to you, MFR, for instance, for you to pay for my dialysis for today, I can't be coming. Sometimes it becomes very difficult and even embarrassing going around to ask for money. I remember the early years when I began. It was difficult, even coming out to do that. As a media person, sometimes people come to us, especially when they have certain conditions, and then we do stories to, appeal to the public to support. And that is when I realized that thing is not an easy thing. And psychologically, I couldn't stand it. That, hey, is that mean this thing that we've been doing for people? That I find myself in the same situation that my pictures have to be shared on social media, and I have to be in the media, soliciting for funds. Not that I was kind of, one would say, like I was, psychologically I couldn't stand. It was really a difficult, a tough one. And I remember when my friends were like, let's start a GoFundMe. I was like, sorry, this thing. Because at a point, I even hated to see myself on TV. Like, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
Understand. I mean, basically, the video that Doc was speaking to is Thomas receiving his dialysis. So that was you that we showed to the public, in blue, undergoing his dialysis. Okay. I'd come to you. I wanted to find out, have you had to adjust your life? Surely you're not practicing media the way you would love to practice media. But what have you had to give up to be on dialysis every day? And what are we looking forward to? More funding or transplant?
Well, MFI has never been an easy road, like I said, because when this thing started, we're trying to get a remedy to it, and the plan get a transplant. And on our part of the world, here is a place where we don't have much education about the transplant or organ donation, and it is one thing that as a nation we need to take serious. You even have own relatives, and everybody is kind of afraid to do that. Some come with all sort of superstitions.
Yeah.
And it's been difficult getting a donor. On 3 occasions I was disappointed. I got somebody at a point, the person went to, have a conversation with somebody, and then the next thing, the person changes his mind. The next person, same, and it has never been an easy road, getting a donor.
Okay.
And like you asked, I have since I got affected, I've not been able to do what I want to do. For instance, today I got to the hospital around 3:30 a.m. So you have to sacrifice some sleep and all of that. We don't have enough machines here, and everybody does the process for 4 hours. So imagine if you don't come early enough, and you even have one person coming before you in a queue.
Yeah.
Look at the number of hours you have to wait.
Yeah.
So you wait 4 hours, and then you also go on the machine for 4 hours. So
That's your
it's no
whole
joke,
productive day gone.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
takes a whole lot to really battle with it because, again, like the lady mentioned, when it happens like that, psychologically, emotionally, it affects you.
Understand.
And there are a lot of people who we have lost because we couldn't stand it psychologically. Apart from the cost, I would say that there are people who we have lost not because of the disease,
Yeah.
but psychologically,
Psychologically, the
emotionally, they couldn't stand
burden.
it.
Okay, I'll come back to you at some
Exactly,
point again.
exactly.
I'll come back to you. Stella, so what do you do for a living and how are you funding your mother's dialysis? How many times does she have to go in a week?
Okay, so she has to go. Firstly, when she was diagnosed, she was supposed to go 3 times, but we pleaded with the doctor that there was no way we could afford 3 times. So on our diagnosis, he stated that patient insisted on going 2 times, although he mentioned 3 times, just so to be clear. So she's been on 2 times dialysis all this while. And funding, when it happened, I was in school. I wasn't working. I'm the only child. I lost my dad when I was in JHS 3. So, and I've just lived with my mom. So there hasn't been really any other person I could look up to for money in the family. So I would like to use this opportunity to thank my church, ICGC, LM Temple members. When it started, the church used to give us money almost every week. And then some very good people in the church also got to know of it. So when it's almost time, I call, please, this week we need money. And then they would contribute and then give it to us. And then at a point, the church was able to get someone who works in First Sky to add my mom to the First Sky sponsorship program at Kolebu, so she could get dialysis. And even after that, the church gives my mother transport every week to leave Dowenya to come to Kolebu for dialysis. And it hasn't been easy. I completed school last 2 years or last year. I haven't really been employed yet, like a 9 to 5. So I just do makeup for people on the side. It's not really booming because when you get the money, you're supposed to invest into the business and let it go. But then, aside dialysis, my mom was the breadwinner of the home. And now that she's incapable of working, I indirectly have to try and help out in the house. So any little money that I get, I would also try pay bills, water bills, feeding. But basically, we've been living on the kindness of family and friends.
It's another week. Has mom gone for dialysis yet this week?
No, she'll go Wednesday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Where is she going?
She would go to a private facility at Tema.
Why not Kolebu?
So Kolebu closed down in like May. It was a very tough time because I felt like I was reliving 2018 all over again. I had to, where are we going? How are we going to get money? And so it's still been friends, my course mates, my classmates. I'm so grateful to them as well. My mates from University of Ghana, my SHS mates, my JHS mates, they make it a point to contribute money for me from time to time. When I ask, they get us money, then I can take mommy to the hospital. Since May, it's been them and the few people that have been helping from my church from time to time. So basically, funding her dialysis is from the help of others.
How much do we need for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, where she goes is $460 per session. Then her transportation. And then I think last week she took the EPO because her blood level is low. Yeah.
Christian, so you've also been on dialysis. How have you been funding it?
Yeah, it's just some SHS maids, some 1 or 2 people from my church, the Church of Pentecost, Shalom Assembly, and then my family.
Do you
When
work?
I say my family, my nuclear one, not the extended one. Yeah. I don't work. I used to sell slippers, but all my capital has gone through the dialysis. So as it stands now, I don't work, I don't sell nothing.
Okay. Doc, I mean, it may be a silly question to ask, but what makes the dialysis so expensive?
Thank you very much. I think that's the key thing. So, like what I showed, the dialysis. You see all the tubes, and then the main thing, the artificial kidney, we import all of them. We don't do them yet. And at each time when you use it, you have to discard them.
Okay.
That is the problem.
Okay.
And we import not in Ghana cedi, but in dollars. For example, 10 years ago, we were charging in Kolibu, we were charging $100. At that time, it was 140 Ghana cedi. Those days when we started, it was 140 Ghana. That was
Per session?
per session.
Okay.
It was 140 Ghana. Now, the same $100, if you want to charge the same $100, that would be about 1,200. Is that not so?
Yeah.
Yes, because of the exchange rate. So that's the problem. There are some places in the world where they try to sterilize the tube. But those are the ones that make it expensive. It's you get them very expensive from there. And so some other places, there are some special sterilizers where they used to, so that you can reuse. But we don't have those ones here now. So unfortunately, that's what makes the cost expensive.
I know that this is not in your remit to answer this question, but why has Kolebu, the dialysis center, closed down? Why do they have to go to the private facilities? You don't have consumables, as we have heard in the news?
Yes. So at the point the consumables run out, there's a company that supplies. I don't want to go into the details.
Okay.
But then we got short of it.
Okay.
And like you said, I mean, there was a benevolent man, a company called Fair Sky.
Okay.
And I want to use the medium to thank them once again. They are wonderful people. Please, Fair Sky, anywhere you see them, just bless them, pray for them. They paid for dialysis for about 200 people free in Kolebu. So they paid for all the consumers. They give us money to get all of them. So most of our patients who come to Kolebu get it free. Of course, somebody is paying, but they didn't have to pay.
Okay.
And for people who don't have money, like their mother and the rest, those were the ones who were using to support them.
Right.
But we had issues, which I won't go into. So our consumables were not coming.
Okay.
And that was why they have to go to private. Of course, private man.
It's expensive.
Yes.
Shana, let me stay with you. When was the last time you went for dialysis?
Last week.
Last week. And that's also from your church, your friends,
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Every day you wake up going to dialysis. How do you feel?
Anytime I wake up, I just feel like, God, why don't you wake up just one day and then heal all of us? Just the way you change the weather. Anytime you rain, you also bring us sun. And then it looks like nothing has happened. Why don't you just wake up one day and then just heal all of us?
Is your mother still, how is your mother feeling about your health? Does she understand the condition you're in?
Yeah, I started from the scratch with my mom and then my siblings. So they understand everything I go through. They understand everything I go through.
So even if you got a job today, how are you going, you're the only child, how are you going to manage the job, taking care of your mother as well?
I think with time over the years, she is a bit okay to manage herself for some hours. So once I'll go to job and come back, by the time I come back, maybe I'll come and then get her dinner or something. Then we stay with my 14-year-old cousin. So she comes back from school before me. So if I should get a job within those working hours, she would be okay. So we anytime we are trying to rent, we try to rent a place where there are a lot of tenants so that she's not left at home alone.
Okay.
So that at least when I'm not around, there'll be someone to.
Okay, and so for today, Thomas, are you still on?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, Thomas, is the GoFundMe still working? Are you, so today you've had your first dialysis for the week. Are we looking for the second one this week as well?
Yes, I'm looking forward to do the next one, hopefully on Friday.
On Friday. Okay, is this to say that now you have to be stationed in Cape Coast permanently?
Well, because of that, it's kind of restricted my movements and all of that. And I happen to be the regional correspondent for my media house, so basically this is where I work. And, sometimes even if I have to travel, after 2 days or 3 days, I have to get back just to, I go for that. So MFI is not easy at all.
What has changed about you? Your eating habits, your drinking? What has really changed about you?
Well, everything. In fact, like I mentioned, in the early years, there were times I didn't even want to look at my own picture or look at myself in the mirror because physically I had changed. My looks had changed, now I'm even kind of stable and then I'm kind of looking well.
True.
Because I grown lean, I lost weight, but I lost weight, and I didn't even like one would say I hated myself, and then I didn't even want to see myself even in a mirror, and like you asked, now when it happens like that, we can't take a lot of things.
At least you're lucky to be in the media. Thomas, at least you're lucky to be in the media and you're corresponding for your media house. You are at the center at the moment. You have not left. There are many other patients who are coming for their dialysis, are they not?
Sure.
What are some of the stories you have heard about patients that are walking in and out of the facility?
Let me tell you, the people I began dialysis with just 10 years ago, not even a single person is alive. And this is because a lot of them, one, like I mentioned, couldn't afford. Secondly, there are some who couldn't psychologically and emotionally handle it. So they lost it. And the mind is very powerful.
Yes.
What you tell the mind is what the body will respond to. So a lot of them couldn't stand it. Because like I mentioned, when it happens like that, your physical looks change. Like you become weak, like you can't do a lot of things. And these little things were some of the things that even killed the people. And again, a lot have died because of the cost. Just thinking about the cost killed them faster than the disease. And I realized that the kidney disease itself is a psychological and mental issue.
Understand.
And it only takes the strong
to survive it.
To really battle it. Yes, exactly. And you mentioned a lot of things that I can't eat again. Our favorite bears.
It's no longer. We've lost Thomas on Zoom, but I mean, Thomas is a friend, and so we'll definitely get some updates from him and then update you as well. We look forward to him surviving his dialysis every day. Now, Christine, can you work? Can you ever? If somebody even wanted to, I asked doctors here, somebody even wanted to give you a job so you can earn money to afford the dialysis, Doc, are they able to be on dialysis and still work?
Yes, we have people who come and do dialysis and they go back to work. So you can still do your company will have to understand you. Now maybe 2 days in the week, maybe I will come late. And for them, usually we try to make arrangements so they do it early in the morning, then they can go to work. But yes, people come and do it and go to work.
Does a dialysis put the patient in any complications at all?
Definitely, there are complications. Sometimes the fistula can fail. It can even rupture. You see, like it can burst. Apart from that, they can get infections, especially those who use the tube. Those who don't have this one, we put some tube on their neck. Again, infection gets you very sick. Sometimes when your blood level is low, you feel very weak. Those are some of the things. Sometimes it can affect the heart and other things. Sometimes.
Christian, are you looking to work? Would you like to work?
Yeah.
If the company is understanding.
Yeah, if the companies understand.
Stella, you're looking to work, are you not?
Yeah.
You're looking to work for a company that's quite close to your mom so they can do both the work and also.
Yeah.
Okay, we're unable to exhaust the conversation entirely here. Christian, do you have to go on dialysis this week?
Yes, I have to go.
Okay, have you had your first one yet?
No.
So you still have to go 2 times this week? Or at
That's-
least you'd survive one, you'd manage one.
Managing one.
Have you raised the funds for this week yet? How much do you need?
500
You need
cedis.
500 Ghana cedis. Okay. We'd like to put your number out, maybe for somebody who wants to give you a word, any kind person who wants to help. And Stella, you have to stop crying, okay? Okay, so Christian, share your number.
0242. Number is 0242 485853.
You wanna say it
0242 485853. The name is Christiana Afo.
Okay. Stella, I know before we came on, you were saying that you're so tired of asking people for help and going to your friends, but mom is still here with us, so we have to. Okay? Yeah. So we're looking for a job and we're also looking for help. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Okay, so share your number.
Okay, 054 101 7030. 054 101 7030. That's my number. The name is Stella Ousu Akosia.
Okay. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Christian. Doc, we'll have a second conversation at some point.
We have to.
A little bird told me that she wanted to give care in a different kind of way in Parliament. So maybe at some point we'll have that conversation.
Yes,
but you want to give us quickly how we can take care of our kidneys?
Okay.
Quickly. Yeah.
So I think taking care of our kidneys, like she said, you can see all of them are talking about hypertension, high blood pressure. And she was very young. I'm sure you were about 20-something.
Yeah, 24.
24. So please, young people can also have hypertension. And when young people have hypertension, it's not as what the elderly people are. It means there's a problem. So please, even if you are young, at least once or twice in every month, check your blood pressure.
Right.
If you had found it early, we would probably have been able to do something about it. But of course, how many 24-year-olds know that my BP can be high? But now we are doing the education. Everybody, at least once in a year, do a medical check. Most of the things that will lead you to end stage, we could see it maybe in the urine, just some protein in the urine. We can sort it, or some blood in the urine. That will be the lifeline. So please do that. Drink a lot of water. That's for those who don't have end stage in it. Make sure you hydrate yourself well. Please avoid self-medication, especially the painkillers. You see that she told you the mother is a trader, was always taking painkillers when she was tired. Those painkillers like brufen, diclofenac, or the fen-phen, you can take them, but maybe for short, 2-3 days, or by prescription. But don't abuse. If you are tired, you rest. You don't take painkiller. Okay? And the herbal medications, a lot of people are consuming too much of it these days. Please. I know people are addressing they are doing business, but it is not business. One day your kidneys could shut down. I told you most of the things we take, they go into the kidneys. Those who have hypertension, diabetes, make sure it is well controlled. Once it's well controlled, your risk of getting end-stage is lower.
Wow.
So
you.
those are the things. And before I leave, I want to say that this is probably the most difficult interview I've had, where my other colleagues are crying, my panelists are crying, the interviewer itself is crying, and even the people supporting are also crying. In fact, me myself, I had to hold myself to be strong for them. And that shows that we need support. First Sky, it's a company. They are wonderful people. And we want other companies to follow suit. They should come and help us. Not just Kolebu, 37 is the richest. There are other places. Come on board. You're part of your corporate social responsibility. Help these people. It's through no fault of theirs. And if they are able to get transplant, we are quite good to go. So we beg. We are appealing to the public that you come and help our kidney patients. And the acute one, which is reversible, supposed to be on national health insurance, but the implementation has been very difficult.
Yeah.
We want to use this medium to appeal to government to help and make sure that at least the acute dialysis is covered by national health insurance.
Thank you so much, Doc. Guys, do stay. That's more on the show. Thank you.
Betway is your gateway to a theme park full of gaming excitement. A whirlpool of wonder where your favorite games come to life. Where you can take to the skies with max payouts that reach into the millions. All in the palm of your hand. Visit betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. Betway is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway. Bet your way.
Mokwaba, skincare and cosmetics. Honam so cool. Body the talk dear. Yeah, Jumudie. Number 1. It will be a wobia. I will show you. As a honam no and Casamo. Honam no so by Ajiamoso. Pimples, dark spots, and not hyperpigmentations. Nurse your ben swap massive force near drone. And let them nurse or beno. And who and drone near home machines. Abba, I want my most skincare and cosmetics clinic. I had your bar, your BBN, your vacuum suction machine, your microdermabrasion machine, your high frequency machine. And you now meeting Bonnie in Aswaha. Oh, dear bra, Mama most skincare and cosmetics clinic. I am wow, bra. Now we have deep Nina and Philly. Come on, and Fama, come on, Moshe. Ewo, Accra, East Legon, number 3 Boundary Road. And now such a shape, Dionswa. They will wager before the West Hills Mall on the Malam Kaswa Highway, no so SCC Junction. Mama Mo, let your skin do the talking.
Hey, give it to me! Hey, man! Go! One time! Stop! Ah, enough you guys, oh! Continue!
Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking from 1 Ghana cedi to 350 Ghana cedis. And you could win 26 times your stake on the exciting new Pick 1 game from Game Pack. Play by dialing *946# on all networks via our website or download the Game Pack app on www.gamepackgames.com. Choose your Pick 1 number from 1 to 36. Place your stake and watch our live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. daily.
Hey, live life like me with Game Pack. Game Pack, more moolah, more power.
This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
Hi, my name is Nanama Ejewa, CEO of Dwainco Company Limited. Under the umbrella of Dwainco is one of its flagship products, AquaGold Purified Drinking Water. AquaGold Purified Drinking Water has been certified by the Food and Drugs Authority, and it is created through microfiltration. It has gone through reverse osmosis, and it is sterilized by UV treatment. They are making in ensure you make go through science, technology, ensure what say, ensure kroji, ensure onuma who say manum ensure the one we are located at Tema Community 12. Contact us on 0266 267005 or 020 824 3851. AquaGold Purified Drinking Water. Safe water saves lives.
Get me the chef now. Huh? Where did you buy this rice? Follow her to the market where she want the rice. Go!
Welcome.
Hey, madam, I'm and I'll tell my infino.
When it comes to rice, I only sell Kwabena rice.
Here, to be our shopping him.
Kwabena rice, Miss Wobi.
Say a Kwabena rice, and yeah, will be the yin when you fee. This advert is FDA approved.
Early detection saves lives, but early sensitization could do twice as much. So this year, we're taking our breast cancer awareness campaign to senior high schools across the country.
We are looking to educate the next generation of women who in turn will spread the word in their own unique ways. Early education, early detection, more awareness.
Our message is simple. Set a reminder, get screened, and cross it out. We're crossing out all of the fear, all of the risks and stigma attached to breast cancer.
Our high school tour will be making several stops at the Eastern, Central, Greater Accra and Ashanti regions, offering inspiring pep talks, breast cancer screening and education, amazing giveaways, and a concert to top it all off.
For further inquiries, you can reach us on 059-229-2746 or visit mx24.app/crossitout. Cross It Out 2023 is proudly brought to you by Top Choco and Floral Tissues.
Many thanks for sticking and staying with us on the show. Well, boy, that was some conversation. And if you took nothing from that conversation, at least two things I did. First of all, please drink a lot of water if you can. Take a lot of water if you can. And that's why we're always grateful to Aqua Gold Mineral Water for supporting us on the show. Drink water, please. And secondly, if you know anyone who's going through renal treatment, even if you don't know anyone and you can help, find a way to help someone, support someone out there. It's not easy. But let's lift up the spirit of the show a little bit more and ask permission to overrun a bit because we have something exciting to tell you. Let's talk a bit about education, shall we? Joining me this morning, I have Deborah M. Nkansa Esquire. She's the head of marketing, recruitment, and partnerships at the Dominion University College. And then I have Cassandra Willis. She's the director of student affairs, Dominion University College. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
I like how we all took water before the show started. We got into the conversation. Let's talk about Dominion University College. I mean, I have heard and known about Dominion University College for a while now, but tell us a little bit about it. Who will start, Cassandra or Deborah?
I can just start.
Yeah.
All right, so before I even say anything, let me clear the air a bit. Dominion University College is not a Bible school. a lot of people have perceived and have this misconception that Dominion University College is a Bible school, but it is not.
Okay.
So Dominion University College was established since 2009 as a private university. We have dual accreditation with the Ghana Commission of Tertiary Education. So that's GTEC, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. They are in charge of regulating tertiary education in Ghana. And then another accreditation from CTVET, that is the Commission for Tertiary and Vocational Education in Ghana. So with these accreditations, we are allowed to run postgraduate programs from master's, PhD, and then all degree programs, undergraduate programs, including diploma programs. So Dominion is a conventional and a private university that finds itself in Ghana, currently located at East Legon. So
okay.
That's the little
Beautiful.
I can say.
So it's a university, full
Yeah.
not a Bible school.
Yeah.
What programs do you offer?
All right. So our programs start from HND level all the way to PhD. So we have 4 different schools. Let me put it that way. And then the first school is the School of Computing and Information Technology that runs BSc Computer Science. We also have the business school, so School of Business and Management, which runs marketing, all the business programs, HRM, and banking and finance, accounting. And all these programs have 8 diploma, higher national diploma, HND levels as well. We also have the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. That also runs a BA Theology and BA Pastoral Care and Counseling. And that is what...
Where the Bible school
that is where the misconception actually comes in. It's actually purely academic program.
Okay.
So anybody at all can take it.
Okay.
When you take those programs, it does not make you a pastor.
Right.
Rather, it just gives you the knowledge that you need to explore whichever field you need. In fact, BA Pastoral Care and Counseling is basically about counseling. You find psychology in it. You find various kinds of counseling programs in it. So it's not basically a pastoral courses. When you join or you enroll on those programs, it just gives you the knowledge. In fact, you learn about Islamic studies, Hinduism, and all that as part of it. So it's an academic
theology, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
And then the last one is the Tally Graduate School. It takes, we have various courses under it. We have MBA Marketing currently, which is the newest program we've added. We have Masters in Statistics. We have Master of Philosophy in Statistics, and then PhD in Statistics. More programs will be added soon. So these are the main programs that we run at Dominion University College. Not forgetting our scope, the School of Continuing and Professional Education. This school actually takes care of the executive programs, short courses, and executive program. For instance, our PMP, that is the Project Management Certificate course, has been enrolled on that, we are starting that program now on that. So this scope is actually basically going to be about short courses and executive programs that anybody at all can enroll on and better their lives.
I like that very much, very much. Before I come to Cassandra, one more. So what sets, I'm looking at it again, what sets Dominion University apart from the others?
All right. So we believe that everybody is doing a lot of things. I completed school and I really didn't know what the real world will entail. I came out and I couldn't actually do anything. So what Dominion is doing now is that we want people who come to Dominion to stand out and dominate in the field of character building. This man, Warren Buffett, says something. He says that if you are looking for people to hire, you look at 3 qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. So, and he basically went ahead to say that without the first one, which is integrity, the 2, it will kill your business. So you don't look for such a person. That is what Dominion University is doing. We want to impart character because we believe that it is educable. So we are going to educate you. We are going to impart in you. We're going to help you build certain values that will set you apart out there. The second I want to add, what sets us apart, is that we have an educational philosophy which says that we want to train you to become rather than just knowing. So you just don't learn the knowledge about accounting. If you come as a student who wants to learn accounting, you come out being somebody who acts right and does everything like an accountant. So we make you become, not just acquire the knowledge. So I believe that these 2 things are important things that set us apart from any other university, private or public in Ghana.
Well, you didn't hear it from me, you heard it from the horse's own mouth.
Yeah.
And as a student, how am I guaranteed that these qualities that you've mentioned, these things that will be impacted into me, will be a reality? So I'm asking Cassandra, what resources are available on campus and even outside campus that can help me achieve this?
Okay, well, as a student affairs director, my position is that I am to motivate you and to educate you in moving forward in your degree program. If you have any problems or issues, you come to me. I discuss it with you. I make sure you're on the right track. I make sure that you have made the best decision for yourself in your academic achievement. Also, we counsel students in areas of, you know, character building and things of that nature, because they may not be sure that this is where they belong. So my job is to ask certain questions, to probe, to make sure that you have made the right decision in moving forward as a director of student affairs.
And this is not just for particular courses, for every student on
No,
campus?
for every student on campus. I am there for every student on campus, all the clubs, all of the activities. I am there to make sure that the school runs smoothly in that area of academic achievement and activities. That's what I do.
So how many campuses do you have?
Currently just one.
Just one?
Yes.
Okay.
We relocated, yes,
Okay.
from Spain Test, that's Action Chapel premises, to East Legon now, around East Legon, Melcombe, High Sense area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
just
where we are.
just around
Yes.
the corner.
In our own facility.
Okay. And when it comes to, we all know how the economy is right now. When it comes to fees, it is something else.
Yeah.
So are there any flexible ways of payment of fees?
Yes, so Dominion actually affords all that. We think about not just students, but also parents. So because of that, we have two main payment options that we give to parents or students. So the first one is the standard payment plans, which allows students to pay a minimum of 60% of their fees, their semester fees. And that will, before they actually register the courses. And then the flexible payment plan, we believe that not everybody can even pay the 60%, whether you're a fresher or a continuing student. So we afford you a minimum of 25% of your fees in 4 equal installments. Parents actually are paid monthly, on monthly basis. So we structure this in a way whereby at the end of the month, your parents will just pay 25% of your fees. So per month, and this will sort out the 4 month semester, the semester, because the semester makes up 4 months. So that is the payment plans that we have at Dominion University College.
Is admission currently ongoing?
Yes.
Beautiful. And how, as a student, how do I enroll? Do I have to come to campus, or I can join online? I can apply online?
All right, so you don't need to come to campus. If you want to come to our campus because of our modern structure, that's fine. But you can just go online to our website, Dominion University, www.duc.edu.gh, and then you apply. Or you can even test that on WhatsApp. You see, you go to any of our social media platforms, you see our contacts there, you test us, and our admissions team are online almost 24/7, because students call us 1 a.m. and we respond to them. So we are there to either on the website or our social media platforms, or even on WhatsApp. We are available for students.
Okay, so just to go, yes, please.
No, I was going to say, mention that we don't have fees, application fee.
Yes.
Oh.
We're the only school that don't have application
We believe that people should have access to education. In fact, the chairman of Dominion University College has been in circumstances or situations whereby he had people helping him in his educational journey. So he shares that. And because of that, we don't take
application
fees for undergraduate level.
Okay.
So it's free. Our charity wing has taken care of that. So you don't pay anything at all.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Esqua, Deborah. So again, the website is
www.duc.edu.gh.
duc.edu.gh.
Yes,
all right.
please.
So guys, you know where to go. Are you ready to start school? Undergraduates, graduates programs. Dominion University College is offering all of that. So just visit the website. You don't need to go to their campus. If you're close by, you're in East Legon and you want to, feel free to. But you can apply online. There are no charges. www.duc.edu.gh. Everything is there for you. Okay? All right. Deborah, M. Nkansa Esquire, Head of Marketing, Recruitment and Partnerships, Dominion University College, and Cassandra Willis, Director of Student Affairs at DUC. Thank you so much for your time. Well, guys, what a show it's been this morning. We hope that you've taken something. I have taken something. I'm going to continue drinking my Aqua Gold mineral water till the end of the day. Also, a big thank you to our sponsor, Floral Joy Tissue. Make sure you grab yourself a box of Floral Joy Tissue today. Thank you to everyone who passed through Lifestyle Daily, Travel Tuesday, Miss Drew bringing us that, and then Dominion University College. We're back here tomorrow. It's a Wednesday, so it means that it's Fashion Wednesday. I'm bringing the fashion to you. You know how we do it, right? Take care of yourselves. My name is Godwin Namba. We'll see you tomorrow.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Early detection saves lives, but early sensitization could do twice as much. So this year, we're taking our breast cancer awareness campaign to senior high schools across the country.
We are looking to educate the next generation of women who in turn will spread the word in their own unique ways. Early education, early detection, more awareness.
Our message is simple. Set a reminder, get screened, and crux it out. We're crossing out all of the fear, all of the risks and stigma attached to breast cancer.
Our high school tour will be making several stops at the Eastern, Central, Greater Accra and Ashanti regions, offering inspiring pep talks, breast cancer screening and education, amazing giveaways, and a concert to top it all off.
For further inquiries, you can reach us on 059-229-2746 or visit mx24.app/crossitout. Crossitout 2023 is proudly brought to you by Top Choco and Floral Tissues.